This video I'm going to talk about the eyes. I think one of the important things in restoring pictures is eyes. If you look at this, is obvious. This picture obviously has a lot more issues than eyes. This is the unrestored version here, and then I've got the restored version there. If you look at the difference though between the eyes here, okay, I did a lot to make those eyes, and the work is not hard. Pop. I'm going to use this picture here to just show you what I did. Let's go in and on the eyes a little bit. Okay. I want to make sure that they're more defined. The whites might be slightly whiter, but you got to be careful. And the dark's darker. So there's several ways you can do that. You can use the dodge and burn tools over here. The dodge being lighten and the burn being darken. And I can go down here and slightly lighten those eyes a little bit, the whites of the eyes. Don't want to do too much because it's got to look like a vampire if you got big, goofy looking white eyeballs. So I've done just a touch. What I should have probably done before I even started that was Command J, create a separate layer for doing this so I can reverse the effects of what I did. So I've just slightly lightened the eyes color. The other thing I could have done, for example, instead of using the dodge and burn, I could have actually used a brush and painted with black and white. Again, D to go to the default black and white, X to toggle back and forth between them. So if I want to paint with black to make the pupils slightly darker, I could dodge them to make them darker, or I could paint them. Okay, so I'm going to paint them here. I'm going to turn the opacity down to something relatively low so I can build the effect, and then zoom in a little bit more, and I'm going to try to give him, and it's subtle. You're not going to see, you may or may not see the effects, but if it's your picture, you'll see the effects. So I've given him a little darker pupils, just to heighten the contrast a little bit. And finally, one of the, let me just double check something here. This is the before, this is the after, before, after. So I've done the pupils a little bit. The other thing I'll do now is hit X to toggle to white. I want to give his eyes a little bit of catch light in the eye to make him look like he's alive. And again, it's people who do portrait photography know how important catch lights are. Now his eyes got to have a catch light in them. I do toggle before and after. You see the before and the after. So now he looks like he's looking at you. So that's very subtle. Obviously, if you go out to the full picture, you'll say, was it all worth it? I do think it's worth it. That's the before. There's the after. Okay. Now there's other things you can do with dodge and burn. This is the after picture. You can do things like lighten up the jackets here, darken up things. You can darken the lapels after this has been fixed. I use the dodge tool here and the black tool to add a little detail in here. Same thing with the tie. Same thing with the collar. Maybe did it too much, looking like to me like a little bit like a cartoon right here, but that's okay. This was a very low-res picture and hard to fix up, but I did add a lot of his jacket detail and tie detail, things like that. You look at the original, and there wasn't much to work with. You can see a little bit of the line of the jacket there, but I had to fill it in and make up something that looked more reasonable. Okay, so dodge and burn tools and using those black and whites very carefully and subtly with low opacity can help you.